Good morning. It's Thursday, July 20th, 2017. It's about 10 a.m. Eastern Daylight Savings Time here in the mountains of Southwest Virginia. Let's make sure there's little dust covers on the microphone. I just wanted to do another deck, but before I start on any of this, I just want to say I discovered something this morning that kind of transforms doing these videos completely. I'm recording on a Sony Handycam 4K cam, so the files get pretty large, right? And that can take a while to upload to YouTube. It records them as, .mp4 files, which is probably what most everyone has. But they get big. They take a while to upload. Even if you compress them with Handbrake, they don't go down to a really small size. They go down a lot, like a third or more, and that speeds up the upload. But then there's the processing that YouTube does on an MP4 file that takes quite a while before it even gets to where it says 95% processed. And then it takes a long time after that before it's done with that. And then, of course, like all of them, it sits there at 360p. Then it'll go to 720p after somebody watches it. And then after that, it'll finally go to what I'm trying to get to, which is 1080p. Now, I have done a few at 4K and just uploaded them straight away, and they do end up at 4K. But I don't think that's completely necessary. I think it's good enough and really looks good, I think, to record them at 4K and then run them through Handbrake and make them 1080p and then upload it. But the magic that I discovered this morning is if you still use Handbrake, because you want to compress them anyway, but instead of compressing it into another MP4 file, you compress it into a format I found called MKV. That's MKV. I think it's somebody in Russia figured it out. I don't know. They get credit for it. But that file went from over 3 gigabytes down to 200 megabytes. That's tiny. So it uploads really fast. And then here's the kicker. Once it's done uploading, YouTube is says 95% process instantly. There's no time at all goes by. It's instant that it goes 95%. And then that takes just a little bit longer before that's done. And then you're back to where the normal YouTube stuff, 360p till somebody watches it, and then it's 720p, and then somebody else watches it and it's 1080p. But that speeds up that whole process. No more of this, me sitting here for 15, 20 minutes or more just to see if it's going to work out okay. I know, like, right away. The only drawback to that approach is you have to have a player on your desktop that, if you care, that can play an MKV file. And that's something called VLC. I know it's a lot of abbreviations there, and I have that, so I can play it, but I kind of don't care. I mean, once I have it, I'm pushing it to YouTube and let them worry about storage and presentation. And it looks great, I think, so far. So I just wanted to share that morning's discovery. If you're one of these people who's also making videos, research one, Handbrake, the app you put on your computer, and two, the file format MKV. That's Michael Carl Victor. Because it goes way down to a tiny upload size, but yet it looks great. It's amazing. I think it's amazing. But I'm kind of geeky, nerdy, former computer programmer, all that jazz. I want to show this crystal, even though I don't think this deck deserves this crystal. But there it is. I'll get that out of the way and try to speed up here a little bit. So this is the back of these cards. This is called the, move this out of the way. This is called the Llewellyn Tarot by, oh man. Why you gotta do it in cursive writing? I can't read that. That's annoying. Anna Marie Ferguson, I think. Well, we'll give her credit anyway. I might as well keep these on since I'm stuck doing this that way. And there's the back of the cards. That's the box that came in, a box and a book. And I always put the Fool out separately, or I will be doing that. There's the Fool card, if I can get it up there and let that flower thing show up on the viewfinder. For a Sony, this is really making a lot of difference for doing these. And I'm still not going to babble on about my way of reading and what I think of tarot and all that other people do. I'll let them do that. I just want to show the cards and the art as crisply and cleanly and clearly as possible. I keep going the wrong way. So that's the Fool. We'll set him aside. You get over there, buddy. Here's the box. If I can lift it up. That's the front. That's the top. That's the bottom. Well, the bottom came out wrong. That's the bottom. That's the back. That's the one side. That's the other side. Are they the same? No, they got different cards on them, so I'll show them. That's not a great box. It's kind of flimsy. They come with these annoying inserts. At least I find them annoying. Where you put your cards in there and you know they shift around all over the place. But that's okay. There are 2 extra cards. I guess these are for 2 different kinds of spreads. That's showing up. I gotta come up with something to put things on that's right about there in terms of height. Well, there's a thought. How about that? That kind of works. Leave it alone for a bit. Well, let's bring the Fool back in. Take these away. Bring that Fool back in so we can get him cleanly and crisply. There he goes. Oops. What's with that flower thing? Man. It's doing my hand though, I think. And there's the back. Hopefully that works. It doesn't seem to work until I jiggle it. Oh well. Put the Fool out of the way. Put the box out of the way. Here's the book. Very compared to my finger. Pretty thick book. I don't think I ever read it. Oh, she's cute. At least she doesn't have the wind-blown blonde look thing going. I'm not sure I'm buying that with all these women that get on there. That's year 2006 it says. I did not get it that long ago, that's for sure. It does have the cards and the blurb, black and white. That's okay. Does it have a bibliography? Has a pronunciation key. No bibliography that I can set. There it was. Went right past it. Spoke too soon. Yeah, that's nice. I'll put that out of the way too. Yeah, they're gonna fall over. How come you guys aren't cooperating this morning? What's the deal? I'm too well, that'll just have to go wherever it goes. I'll get you. I got you. Okay, straighten this back out. These are the trumps. I mean the major arcana. Take my glasses. I'll keep them. And we're going from the Magician, you know, laid out in 3 rows of 7, all the way to what they call the universe, which is Yeah, the world card. These are nice. Of course, they would have been much nicer if it would have been stretched out both ways. Let's see what if there's a coloration to the edge. I can't tell. I don't think so, but I can't tell. These are pinnacles. Let's go through them. I need to come up with a faster way of doing this. I'm thinking about some black cardboard. Oh, I love that one. I just don't remember that. That's nice. I can view these in two ways. One from an art standpoint and the other just from being tarot. I'm not sure many people do it that way. There's cups. Probably doesn't matter. These have a rough feel, almost like there's a grit in between them. I do like his cloak. Look at that. Looks like he just picked up a rug or blanket or drapery off the floor and went outside. The images are nice. A little fuzzy. But I'm old. Hopefully that shows up. I'm trying to go faster in these. I'm stuck flipping. I don't really like videos where people do all that flipping, but that's okay. I'm starting to see that there aren't too many options. I could have a board, I guess, since I'm 2 rows of 14, 10 cards. Well, that works out. I could have a board this wide and just put each suit on it and then show the... I think I'll do that. These are swords. Ouch. I like that one too. I always pause on the same card. Sorry about that. Wow. Oh, well, they're not actually stabbing her this time. Poor thing. Last but not least, the wands. Oh, that's a nice picture. You don't draw like that. It's just kind of bold and fuzzy, whoever's doing the art. Have to wonder sometimes. Probably lots of computer enhancement going on here. So, since I don't need to do anything special at the end, I don't need to do anything special at the end. So, we'll put the, I guess just put the Fool card right there. And that was my quick show of the Llewellyn Tarot. Peace.